Hey friends, welcome back to Llamamakayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla, and I want to say thank you for stopping by for a visit today. I hope you're having a great day. It is a beautiful day to crochet. We are supposed to be getting rain today, and that is a really beautiful day to crochet. So I'm excited about the rain because it is pretty dry here and very hot, very hot. I don't think the rain is supposed to cool us down, but maybe it will just take some of the, take some of the humidity out of the air or something. I don't know, but hopefully it'll just give us a little break. And I live on a dirt road, and so when cars go down the road, it is so dry. It is just like this cloud of dust. It just floats in the air forever. I'm not outside because it would just I wouldn't be able to breathe. But I can see it on our my screen from the cameras when somebody goes down the road, and I look up and there's just this huge cloud of dirt. You know, not smoke. Did I say smoke? I didn't mean smoke. I meant dirt. Just a cloud of dirt dust just floating across my yard. So anyway, guys, I have been working on my mandala blanket, and I am loving it. I am. Okay, this blanket is by Yarnspirations. There is a crochet tutorial on from Mikey at the Crochet Crowd, and that is what I am following. So I'm not doing a tutorial on it. I'm following Mikey's tutorial. And I'm using a K-hook, which is a 6.5 hook on this blanket. And I'm using all the bright primary colors, like think of the rainbow, except the blanket doesn't go in the rainbow sequence. They're kind of mixed up because, and you label your colors A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then sometimes the row might call for C, and then the next row might call for E, and the next row might call for B, you know, so it doesn't go like in an order. But also I want to say that you do not have to label your colors. You do not have to pick out the 7 colors. You can do yours in 2 colors or 3 colors. And just change colors every other row or whatever you want to do. You could also do it in your scrap balls. If you have a bucket of scrap balls, get them suckers out and get to crocheting a mandala blanket. It will be cool. And you can just, pick any ball. You could just reach in blind and pick a ball and do it. That would be fun to do, I think, because you wouldn't be planning it unless, you really wouldn't want a red and a red, I guess. A red ball, then repeat with another red ball. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I'm here to tell you 100 people could make this blanket, and every one of them is going to be different. I do have some pictures that were sent in by Karen, Janet, and Susan. Their blankets are looking so good. I just love them. Now, Karen did hers in Christmas colors. That's red, white, and green. Let me just tell you how stunning that is. They're all stunning, but just to say that this is a Christmas blanket and it's red, white, and green is very, very pretty. You'll see when I pop in the pictures, you will see how beautiful that is. And Susan's blanket is just beautiful. And Janet's blanket is looking awesome too. They are just all... My phone just jumped out of the tripod and went flying, and so I guess that's a good place to insert photos of Karen, Janet, and Susan's pictures. Now, if you sent me pictures and I did not see them in my email, please resend them and put mandala as the subject line. Dakota did purge my email so that we could get all those puppy pictures for the puppy parade. So just resend it, but please put mandala as the subject line. Okay, so anyway, what I was saying was, I promise you 100 people could make this blanket, and every one of them is going to be different, unless there's somebody is sitting side by side doing the same exact color together. Otherwise, they're going to be different. I don't know if you saw, or if you saw any of the other videos. I did make a video. I made a video on it, but I did make a blanket back in, I'm pretty sure it was October? No. March? I don't know. I don't even know when I did it. Might have been March-ish. I'm not sure. I did a blanket a couple months back, and I used yellow, white, gray, and black, and I just randomly put those colors in any place that I wanted them. And I used different shades of yellow. It turned out beautiful too. I gave that blanket to my mother, but like I'm telling you, any color combination, your 3 favorite colors, 4 favorite colors, and just go with it, or whatever. But as you can see on the other ladies' photos, theirs look awesome, So on Mikey's channel, The Crochet Crowd, he has the videos for in this playlist that I will have linked in my description box below. Below this video, there's a little arrow or show more or something like that you can click on, and I will have a link to the playlist. I'm on the video 3 of the playlist. Well, actually, there's like 2 videos getting ready, and then the first video where you start crocheting it, second and third. I'm on the third one, rounds 28 to 40. I'm in that section, and I think I'm on row, it's 26 to 40 on that. I think I'm on row 30. I think I'm on row 30. So anyway, Mikey's easy to follow along with, and I did take a few clips of me just crocheting, and I'm going to pop them in at different places on this video, because I am just enjoying it so much. Now, to look at the whole blanket, you might be intimidated, and you might think, oh gosh, I can't make that. If you can crochet a single crochet, if you can slip stitch, if you can do a half double, if you can do a double crochet, and if you can do a treble, which is a double crochet, just wrap your hook one more time, you can do a treble, if you can do those, you can do it. All you have to do is just one row at a time. This row, you just single crochet all the way around. The next row, you might do some single crochets and some chains. Okay, the next row in those chain spaces, you may do a half double crochet, a double crochet, a treble, a double crochet, and a half double crochet. I mean, it's just it's very easy to follow along. It's very, very relaxing. I am enjoying this process of this blanket so much. I'm not rushing the process. I'm enjoying the process. And so, I just clear off my desk and get whatever color that round is and get going with it. And like I said, I'm just taking it slow and just enjoying the stitches and the process of creating the blanket, because it's very relaxing, and I'm loving it. So I'm going to show you the blanket. Like I said, I believe I'm on row 30, and here is my blanket so far. And actually on this row right here, on row 29, I think, I'm very, very tired at the moment, and I'm ready to go take a nap, but I wanted to get my video done first. I'm off on my stitch count. On this row, you're supposed to double crochet 14, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch, 14, and then 2 double crochet. So either I miscounted somewhere in here, or I'm off, because I shouldn't have these 2 stitch markers right together. This one should not even be here. It should have just landed on this one. So either I'm off somewhere, or I've miscounted in my spaces, which totally could be. So I'm going to wait until after I have a nap, and I'm going to get my blanket back, go back to my blanket, and I'm going to start here and count to see if there's 14 stitches between each of these. So that could be off. If something happens and my counts are correctly and this ends like this, what I'm going to do is back up over in the middle here somewhere, and I'm going to crochet 2 together to make that work. So yes, you can do that. Make it work. So I love how the colors are coming out. I think it's beautiful. I love the rainbow colorish of it. You know, even though it's not in the rainbow colorway, you know, style, the sequence, it still is just very beautiful. And I love how it's turning out. So I am going to just continue to work on my blanket. Now, you know, I have a lot of other things going on too. I have, you know, my 1,000 other projects that I'm working on. So I don't work on this continuously, but I like to work on this at night after everybody's gone to bed, and I just clear off my desk from whatever I've been working on that day, and I like to get this, and I just like to sit there and do a round, and I just find that so relaxing. I really have a feeling this video is going to be a hot mess to put together. Because my phone fell over again. Okay, I particularly like this pink and the light pink and the yellow there, how that worked up. I particularly like that little section together. It just reminds me of like lemonade, pink lemonade or something. But yeah, I just love it. Some of the stitches are my favorite rows, you know, like I really enjoyed those rows. And even the rows that have this front post on here, I mean, it's just so easy to do. Mikey just shows you how to do it. And you can, the thing about his videos is you can rewind that, you know, and rewatch it as many times as you need to. And also there's a chart, and so he goes over the chart piece. And so you know what you're doing. You have the chart. Also, you can read the pattern. Now, I didn't print the pattern. I just have it pulled up on my computer. So I'll read that whenever I look to see what color my color comes next. I'll read the little section for the that row to see, and then I look at the chart with him, and he's talking about it, and then I'll watch his little segment of that row, and it just makes it really simple to do. And there has been a time where I've, you know, had to rewatch it to see, you know, where did he put that stitch? What did he do? Where did he actually go? You know, and I just watch it until I get it and then move on. So it's very doable. I don't want anybody to be intimidated if you want to make the blanket. I mean, I'm not trying to talk anybody into making the blanket by no means. This is just something I'm doing because I want to enter it into my fair. So if you're not making the blanket, you know, don't feel bad. But if anybody wants to make the blanket, but they feel a little intimidated by it, please don't. Just take your time and focus on each row and the stitches that's in that row only. And don't worry about the next rows that's coming up until you get there. I tell you what, if you're interested in making the blanket, if you'll go and watch rounds 1 through 10, this is what I did before I ever started the blanket my first time. I went and, because I was like, I want to make that so bad, but I don't know if I can. And so I went and watched the video that shows rounds 1 through 10. And I probably watched about the first 8 rows or so, and I was like, I can do this. And so I made up my mind I was supposed to do it. And I gathered up my yarn and got busy on it. So, yeah, like I said, it's very relaxing, and I'm just enjoying the process. Now, Nova Gnome Creations is also making the blanket, and April at Be Wild by April Lee is making the blanket, and I'll tell you, both of their blankets are awesome. Nova is using the same colors that I'm using, except for instead of white, she is using a black. But we might have not lettered our colors exactly the same, because our blankets do not look alike. Even though they're both wonderful blankets, they just don't look, you know, they're not the same. Also, some of my places, like where this called for A, which would be red. So on my red, I'm using variations. I will either use red, pink, or a light pink. So you can see I used red here, so I decided to use a pink there. On yellow, I might use a bright yellow. I might use a pale yellow. On green, I might use a dark green like this, or I might use a lime green. For blue, I might use the royal blue, or I might use the turquoise. Purple, I might use the light purple, or I might use dark purple. And actually purple comes up next on me, and I think I'm going to use the dark purple. I'm showing you the back of the blanket. So it's that green, and then there was a slip stitch around, and I used the royal blue, and now I'll be using the back loops, and I think we'll be putting in double crochets. And so I think I'm going to use the dark purple. I'm going to start with dark purple and do a little section and see how it looks. And if I don't like that, I'll rip it out and change to another color. But so I'm using variations of different colors, and I don't think Nova is like, she don't have a strict rule that she's sticking to hers, but she's just doing a little different with her blanket. Now April is using beautiful colors, like bright, pretty spring type colors. Her blanket looks so Eastery and spring-like. Like, I love it. I think her blanket is beautiful. So you should definitely check out theirs. It's Tuesday, and the three of us are doing updates on our blankets on Tuesday. Now, if something happens in one of them's life and they don't get their video up today for Tuesday, they'll probably have it up the next day. You know, life happens. So, and they're also posting photos of their blankets on Instagram. Hey friends, I need to go ahead and end this video. My phone keeps popping out of the tripod here that I'm using, and so I need to end the video and move on to something else. But one last time, here is my mandala blanket, and like I said, I am just enjoying this blanket so very much. I know, Mikey at the Crochet Crowd would never see my video, but I'm very thankful for his tutorial of the blanket, and that I have that to follow along with to do this blanket. Yes. So anyway, I will be back next Tuesday with my updated blanket to let you know how far I got then. It's not a race, so I'm not trying to like bust this out this week or anything like that. I'm really enjoying it. Like, I really just don't want it to end. I would like to keep going forever. But the blanket is 50 rows, and I'm on row 30, so that means I have about 20 more rows. So, and now it's getting larger, so that each row will take longer to get around. So, it could take several more weeks to finish it. Who knows? Just depends. But as you know, I'm working on other projects that I want to enter into the fair also. So, yeah. But thank you all for stopping by for a visit today. I've totally enjoyed my visit with you, and I appreciate you all so much. Y'all are the best. I mean, I just love you. I love each and every one of you so very much. And I will see you all again in the next video. Bye, friends.